Hello, this is Betty, and I'm back to share with you one of my Traveler's Notebooks journals. But first I want to say that this video is not for children 13 and under, nor is it intended for your viewing. This Traveler's Notebook is titled Honeybees. This is a 4.5 by 8 1/4 inch journal. It's a single signature. It's held together by a ecru lace tie. Okay, let me show you the inside of it. It has a soft cover. It's got zigzag stitching around the edges. It has book page with a picture of a honeybee on a bloom. And then the title says Honeybees. My husband and I used to have honeybees. We were beekeepers, and honeybees are a lot of fun to work with, but they left us. We don't know what happened. In our area, we live in Alabama, and in our area there are a lot of peach trees, and people spray for bugs and stuff, and we think all the extra spraying that went on damaged our bees, but we're not sure that's what happened. But then there's other people around us that had honeybees, and their honeybees went away also, and that's very alarming because without the honeybees we won't have food. And but anyway, I did some stamping on the inside front cover. It's not wonderful stamping. It looks like a honeycomb, but it didn't really show up all that well. But anyway, there are 65 pages in the journal, and I know that's odd to have 65, but I glued 2 pages together to make a pocket, so that's why there's 65. So let's take a walk through this and see what it's all about, okay? It's a fun journal. I've got a lace pocket right here with some journaling cards. There's coffee dyed paper in here. There's art paper. There's copy paper, ledger. I think there's some ledger paper. Anyway, I've got quotes. This quote, I believe, is the one by Albert Einstein. It says, if the bee disappears off the face of the earth, man would only have 4 years left to live. And that's by Albert Einstein. And I'm not even sure we would be able to survive 4 years without the honeybee. This is some lavender paper, copy paper. This is a pull-out to give extra journaling space. Be calm and buzz on. This is a little pocket, a little journaling card. There's a little pocket in here with a little journaling card. This has stitching around it. And then there's a journaling card here. Flip out. I've got some bee stamping. This is a wraparound pocket. It's got some cards in it. This is some eco-dyed paper that we did. This is a very lovely piece of paper. I hope this shows up on the video. It's got, I think this was part of a pine tree, I think, that we did. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's got a very nice print. This says be positive. And there's nothing like being positive. And this is another flip out. There's another little bee print right there. Bee stamp. Dragonfly. Bee stamp. The hum of the bees is the voice of the garden. And that is so true. Honeybees are such delightful little creatures. This is a little pull out. And this just shows different types of honeybees. And that's a flower. I bet you couldn't guess that that was a flower. And this is a pocket. It's got a little journaling card in it. Some dictionary page. And here's a paper bag with some journaling opportunities in it. And this is a piece of paper that's a pull-out. It's got some lace with some flowers with pink centers for decoration. This is from a vintage sewing book. The paper is delightful to touch. I wish you could touch it. If you buy this, you will be able to touch this paper. It is so nice. And this is the center of the book right here, where I glued the two pieces of paper together and made a pocket. Made two pockets, and there's two pull-out tags right here. And this is part of that sewing book page. It's got such a wonderful feel to it. Vintage books are awesome. It's almost a shame to tear them up and put them in other books. Here's another bee stamp. This is the other side of the paper bag. More journaling cards. Dictionary page. It's a paper ribbon gathered up. Okay, this is not going to cooperate with me. This is a piece of paper that's folded up. There we go. To give you more journaling space. And that just slides under there. Another paper. This is the other side of the eco-dyed paper. That is such a wonderful print. That was hard to give up, but I thought it would go perfect in this honeybee book. I was very stingy with my eco-dyed paper, but I'm just about out of it. I'm going to have to do some more, but of course this time of the year, it's not the time to do it. I thought this paper, I put this in because it kind of looked like a honeycomb, vaguely, but anyway. And this is a print of an image, or an image of a vintage pure honey can of honey. And so I thought that went perfect in there. This is some copy dyed paper, and there's a little bee image right there. This is from a cookbook. And in this, when you pull this out, there's little journaling pages right here. So you have like a little mini journaling book. I have this in one of my journaling books, and what I did is I turned sideways and I wrote on it sideways like this. But, you know, you can do it however you want to. And this was from a beekeeper, Amzie M. She says, "If you see me running, things have gone wrong. Things have gone poorly, and you should run too." Don't ask questions, just start running. And this is a conversion chart for honey, sugar, how much honey you would need if you were going to convert sugar and honey in cooking. So I thought that was kind of cool. That's a fold out. And this brings us to the end of the book. And as I was getting through making the book, I realized I had left this out. And so I put this in. This was a page from another book that I had folded in and made pockets. And so I just stuck it in the back of the book, but I have these journaling cards that I had placed on either side. And so rather than put them in something else, in another journal, I thought they went with this journal so well, I just put the whole thing and just have it as a floating pocket in the back of this book. And what a lovely place that you can add things, that you can journal here, journal there. You can, glue something on the back of that, whatever you want to do, or you can add it to another journal. I don't know, but that actually gives you 4 more journaling places, or whatever you want to do. But that's my little journal on honeybees. That's the back cover. I've got it's a stamp, an image of a stamp, I'll put it that way, okay? It's got some pattern paper glued behind it. It's got book page behind it and pattern paper, but that's my little journal on honeybees. Hope you like it. You can find it in my Etsy store. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Bye-bye.